MAGA is dead. MEGA is here. Join the team. Give it up, America. Give it up. You lost. Israel won. So you'll probably get more strikes on Iran. You'll probably get more foreign aid for Israel before you get a single deep state arrest, before you get any significant or meaningful Doge cuts or any audits, before you take care of your own debt, before you take care of your own economy. Israel will get more money, more military support, because that's who runs the show.
You know, I see a lot of Republicans online celebrating Donald Trump's war in Iran, and they're happy that it's going to continue for weeks, according to him. And yet none of them are signing up for the military. You know, you can go to the Army website and sign up and get deployed, right? Go do it. They're perfectly happy putting other Americans out there on the front lines, putting their lives in danger. 3 Americans have already died. But they sit from the comfort of their homes in the United States and type on their keyboards and say, yeah, war in Iran, let's keep going. Pathetic. Pathetic. These warmongers who voted for the peace president in a year completely flip and they're saying, yeah, let's keep going. Disgusting, man.
MAGA and Trump supporters in open revolt over this war. Dave Smith voted for Trump. He's a libertarian, probably the leading libertarian in the country right now, said that Trump should be impeached over this. He regrets voting for him. Why did libertarians vote for him? Because they were anti-war. Now he is saying, yes, I will fight Israel's war for it. I will use our missiles. I'll use our ships. I'll use our troops, which are, by the way, sitting ducks in the Middle East. They're not protected by Iron Dome. So Dave Smith's out. Tucker Carlson today saying this will end Trump's presidency if he continues. Steve Bannon against it. Jack Posobiec against it. MAGA against this war and telling Trump, turn around, turn around. Now, the left wing is against the war. The right wing is against the war. Libertarians are against the war. Independents are against the war. We got to build a coalition. Who are we building a coalition against? Washington. All of our politicians are corrupt. They get paid by AIPAC. It's time to fight back the United States of America.
This is not the United States' war.
My own feeling is no one should have to die for a foreign country. Our government's job is not to look out for Iran or for Israel. It's to look out for us.
I'm just going to be brutally frank. If it's going to be a hard slog, I mean, that was not pitched in the 2024 campaign. It just wasn't. We are going to bleed support.
I was promised that this wouldn't turn into a larger regional conflict. It's hard to believe it. It's hard to believe that at this point.
He was the No More Endless Wars candidate in 2016 and 2024, particularly, and this looks like an open betrayal of the base.
Your reaction to the strikes?
It was the right thing to do, in my opinion.
And why is that?
Because if it wasn't for Trump, then the Iranian regime would have attacked us first.
You think I should get on the front lines and help Iran and fight for the people? Why would I do that? I'm an American and I'm anti-war. Since you're pro-war, I think you should go hit your nearest recruitment office and sign up. Don't be a pussy though. Remember what you said here, front lines. And if you can't do it, how about your kids? If you don't have kids, how about your husband? Or, wife. I know it says Mrs., but if not, then one of your other family members or friends. You want it, so you do it.
All right, folks, check this out. Following Donald Trump's bombing of Iran in the middle of the night last night, a bunch of MAGA Republicans, influencers, commentators, whatever, they are turning on Donald Trump. They are calling him out publicly for bombing Iran. He went from saying he's anti-war, anti-interventionist around the world to now, saying that Americans are going to die and that's just part of war and we're going to keep bombing Iran for the rest of the week.
I'm behind Trump on this. The way he's doing it, he's just like bombing everybody and just like showing everybody he's just got balls, What are we doing for the American people right here and now?
President Trump, I don't trust that he's entered into anything for any other reason than just to keep America away from what we should be focusing on.
I don't think anyone should die, but, they're going to get their freedom back. Do I think that it was our job to do that? No, not at all.
You're saying that it shows the U.S. has power. Is that what you mean by he's got balls?
Yeah, it's like we're bullies, He's showing that America could bully anybody pretty much, and if they don't give into what he wants, then does whatever he does after that,
Chevy, what do you think about it, mate? Does it all agrees with you?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So family, one thing we've learned over the years is that politics often runs on narratives. People are sold a vision of strength, victory, dominance, and even national pride. And for a long time, many within the MAGA movement believed that vision wholeheartedly. The message was simple: America will be feared again, enemies would fall in line, and the United States will project overwhelming power across the world. But reality on the global stage doesn't always follow campaign slogans, family. Recently, tensions involving Iran have sparked a new wave of debate online, especially among conservative circles. What has shocked many observers is not just the geopolitical developments themselves, but the reaction coming from Trump supporters. Across social media platforms, family, some longtime supporters are expressing frustration and even disbelief. Many are asking questions like, why does America suddenly look weak? How did we get here? Wasn't this supposed to be different? And these reactions show something deeper happening inside political movements, expectations colliding with reality. Now, you see, during election cycles, family, leaders often promise decisive strength. They promise that under their leadership, adversaries will back down and respect American power. But international politics is complicated, family. Iran, like many nations, has its own strategic interests, alliances, and even long-term goals. When geopolitical tensions escalate, family, the outcome is rarely as simple as one country dominating another. And when the outcome does not match the expectations that voters were given, frustration can erupt. That is exactly what we are seeing now. For some MAGA supporters, this moment feels like a contradiction. They believed that aggressive rhetoric and hardline policies would guarantee respect on the world stage. Instead, critics argue that the current situation has generated embarrassment and even uncertainty. And in the digital age, family, that frustration plays out in real time. Posts are going viral with people accusing politicians of misleading them. Others are demanding accountability. Some are even questioning the entire narrative they once believed in. And at the same time, another group within the movement is reacting very differently. Instead of blaming leadership, they are demanding an even tougher response. In their view, the only solution is to escalate pressure and demonstrate overwhelming force. This divide is important because it reveals something about political loyalty and identity. And for some people, family, political movements are built on ideology and loyalty. Admitting disappointment can feel like betrayal. For others, politics is more transactional. If the promises don't materialize, they feel justified in speaking out. And right now, that tension is boiling over online. You also have to consider the broader international perception. When rival nations see internal political divisions in the United States, they sometimes interpret that as weakness. Global politics is not just about military power, it's about perception. And perception, you see, can shift quickly when citizens themselves start questioning leadership decisions. Now, none of this means that the geopolitical situation is simple or one-sided, family. Foreign policy decisions are shaped by intelligence, diplomacy, economic interests, and even alliances that the public rarely sees. But what we can observe clearly is the emotional reaction happening among voters, family. There is anger, there is confusion, there is frustration, and those emotions are driving the conversation online right now. For many Americans, this moment is forcing them to reconsider long-held beliefs about how power and leadership actually work on the global stage. And whether you agree with those criticisms or not, family, one thing is undeniable. The reaction we are seeing right now shows that the political landscape in America is more volatile than ever. Movements rise on promises, but they are tested when reality enters the picture. And family, judging by the conversations happening across the internet today, a lot of people are starting to ask some very uncomfortable questions. The questions now is simple. Will this moment strengthen the MAGA movement, or will it deepen the cracks that are already beginning to show?